Super, super child, super child, super average child.
For to top it! Oh! Doncaster Rovers have done it!
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I am the CHALL, your Doncaster Rovers fan, and today we're going to be previewing our upcoming home game on Good Friday against Bolton Wanderers in League One action. Now, Bolton will want to finish as high in the table as possible. We need to pick some points on the board because, weirdly enough, mathematically, we're still within a chance of survival, mathematically. Now, before we get started, guys, make sure you do like the video if you loved it. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions. Subscribe if you are new around here. Click the notification bell so you never miss a YouTube video. Also, guys, breaking news, you can become an official member of the channel. Just click the join button and become part of the Chal Nation. And let's get straight into this video. So, Bolton Wanderers, that's our opponent coming up tomorrow. Bolton Wanderers. Now, Bolton, you know what? Strong team. They're a strong team on their best day. When they've got their best players, they're a strong team. James Trafford, for me, in goal, was one of the ones I've kept my eye on as a neutral. He's someone who could really keep a clean sheet. Now, Bolton, in their last few games, have had, in fact, they've had 3 consecutive 1-1 draws, I believe, in April. So, you know, it's hard to not see this match following the same pattern if we're not careful. Now, obviously, I think we're fighting for a lot more than Bolton are fighting for. Bolton are outsiders' chances for playoffs now. They just need to finish as high as possible. I think to say you've got a likely chance of finishing in the top 10 or around the top 10 or just outside the top 10 in your first season back in League One after League 2 promotion, even for Bolton Wanderers, that's still a great finish to the season. Coming from League 2 promotion and, you know, just starting to rebuild the club again after the terrible Anderson ownership where he got his sums wrong. It feels like Bolton are on the up and on the up, and I think that Bolton will keep going on the up. So I think that, you know, Bolton will just keep getting stronger and stronger and try and get back into that championship sooner rather than later. But for me, with Bolton, I think we have to be careful, obviously, because they battered us 3-0 in that first game. Obviously you saw that match in the midweek watch-along, you know, in the first part of the season. We were under Wellington, I believe, still at that point. So, yeah, we lost 3-0. I think it was just before that Bolton game where we lost 2-0, and that was his last league game in charge. So, penultimate league game in charge, got battered 3-0. We'll try and not have a repeat of that. I saw traits of the Crew game that I see us taking into this one, but we've got to go for it. Even Ian Evatt said in the press, they're not going to sit back and give the game to us. They're going to want to go for it, and we're going to have to go for it. So we cannot play into Ian Evatt's hands. We've got to give the game to Bolton. We've got to literally go for it, give them a good game, but don't hand them the game. We can't hand them the game, because if we do that, we may as well wave the white flag. Now, the situation is as pure as day for Rovers. Lose this, we could be relegated on Monday. We win this, we could still be relegated on Monday if results go a certain way. I believe it's a case of, if we lose against Bolton and Shrewsbury on Friday and Monday, at least 2 of our relegation rounds have got to get up to 40 points plus, or just over 40 points. So, at least 2 teams around us have got to hit the 40-point mark, and we've got to lose both our games these next 4 days, around these next 4 days, to go down mathematically. That's what the situation is. So the team have got to look at that, think, okay, we're not mathematically down, but we've got to turn on the style now. And what I saw from Crew, I think I saw a bit more hoofball than I did than I saw in the first half against Wycombe. I think I saw a lot more attacking play against Wycombe in the first half. Crew was quite end-to-end at times. We did give the game to them, but I think we let Crew take control at the end of the first half. We've got to do what we did in the first half against Wycombe and just take our chances. Play that 1-2, carpet football, play like we did against Crew in terms of dominating the game overall. I think Bostock and Clayton were key to that, being match fit. I think Bostock and Clayton are when they're 100%. Bostock and Clayton could be very, very good players. And we saw that even against bottom of the league. Even if it didn't mean anything against bottom of the league, you know, we still saw good performances in Bostock and Clayton. We still saw amazing performances. So, you know, we've got to take that into tomorrow. We've really got to take that. And, you know, it's a case of now, what else do we do? You know, what else do we do? How are we going to put those chances in the back of the net? How are we going to feed our strikers so we have a decent chance with every single shot that we have, or near enough every single shot that we have? It's a game of who blinks first, really, because Bolton are going to want to go for it and not take this line down. They want to finish as high as possible. They're not on the beach yet. We've got to try and survive. I don't think we're surviving until I said on Twitter, if we win on Friday, if we win tomorrow and win on Monday and everyone else loses around us, then I'll feel a lot more optimistic about staying up. But right now, I don't think we are. But they've got to convince me in these next 2 games over the next 4 days. Otherwise, my opinion still stands. We're going down. So let's go into my predicted lineup. Obviously, there's a couple of unnamed players that haven't trained apparently. So we'll see what the situation is with them. So, of course, we don't know who they are. We don't know who the unnamed players are. So we're just going to have to go with what we think could be the lineup. With Noel getting fitter as well, hopefully. I believe Hawula, Jackson and Seaman could be available as well. So that's obviously positive news. But yeah, I'm going to go into what I think will be the possible lineup if people are fit. So Mitchell in goal in a 4-1-4-1. That formation for me works. Rowe, Alowu, Williams and Noyle. Then we've got Clayton playing as the centre defensive midfielder. Bostock and Smith as the advanced midfielders with Martin and Barlow either side. And then Rio Griffiths up front. That's the strongest lineup we can go with. You know, let's not argue and things like that. Let's keep it realistic, shall we? That is the strongest lineup we can go with. And that's what we've got to do. That's the lineup we've got to go with if we compete from the strongest. Galbraith you could have a case for, but I think him as a sort of impact box to box for the last half an hour to replace Clayton or Bostock and, you know, play a Galbraith advance with Smith or play him in that deeper role if you're taking off Clayton to provide that box-to-box mentality, then so be it. If it happens, it happens. Now, my predicted scoreline, like I said, Bolton have had 3 back-to-back 1-1 draws, I believe, in the league. And, you know, we just got our first win in a month, just over a month. So our first win in 4 or 5. Against bottom of the league, who are now officially relegated. So, yeah, like I said, unless I'm proved otherwise, then unless we do what I think we might do, and that's not win back-to-backs. We've not won back-to-back games all season, so, you know, I'd be really surprised if we start doing that now, but I, again, wouldn't be surprised because maybe it started clicking. Maybe this is the week that it starts clicking for the players. Hang on a second, we don't need League 2. So, I'm not saying we're not going to stay up or anything like that at this point in time. I'm just saying, what if it's clicked for the players that they don't want to go down? You know, maybe it's just clicked now, but again, it makes you think, you know, why is it just clicked now rather than a couple of months earlier? You know, are they clicking way too late? You know, if we do escape, then is it, you know, could it be, the next time you do it, could it be too late to click? If you know what I mean. So, I'm going to go with... See, this is the thing. Bolton's unbeaten this month with 3 1-1 draws. It's hard not to go for a 1-1 draw, you know. But you know what? I don't usually do this very often now, over the last few months, but I'm going to back the lads. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win. I think scoring 2 goals against Crewe helped. And I think a 2-1 win could be a fair result, especially with Bolton having a couple of injured outs. So, there we are, guys. Thank you very, very much. I am the CHALL, your Doncaster Rovers fan. I will see you at the stadium tomorrow. Goodbye. Rovers till I die.